everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caitlin Hill, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and like and share this video. So, oh my god, the babies are 11 months old. It's like, how did this happen? I have no idea. It's wild. It feels like it was just yesterday that they were born, but it also feels like they've been with us for a lifetime. Like, it's just so crazy. So busy right now. They're like super active, so they're like getting into everything. Elio's like walking completely, like practically running. She's just like strolling around. She kind of like just does a little like mosey around the room. Rumi is still doing like 3 or 4 steps and then she pops down on her bum, but I think in the next couple weeks she's gonna be just like trucking around just like Elio is. And it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, they're getting into everything, going into the cupboards, you know, climbing on things. It's like we're just full blown watching them all the time. And then with like a toddler who has completely different, more emotional needs at this time, it's hard to balance between having these kind of conversations with her, working through her emotions, and then watching 2 babies that are literally getting into anything and everything. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And some days are like the best days ever. Like, it's like, wow, that was so amazing. That was so perfect. That everything just went so well. And then there's other days where it's just like the hardest thing ever. I have no idea how I'm going to get through it. The one really positive thing I will say at this stage is that they are napping super well. And I don't even want to like say that out loud, because the second you say it, it changes. But they seem to be having 2 naps a day right now that span from anywhere from like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is just like fantastic. So they'll have one in the morning, sort of 2 or 3 hours after they've gotten up from sleep. And then they'll have another one about 3 to 4 hours after their first nap. And yeah, like I said, they have been really consistent with it probably for the last 2 months, I want to say. So that's been really great. Super good. It makes it easier for me to get stuff done during the day and to sort of designate some time to be able to get things done. And Safia is in school, so it's nice to be like, okay, we have like 2 hours to get some work done or eat some food or just have some time for ourselves or to spend time together. So that's been really awesome. Sleep at night has still been super challenging. We had a couple weeks during this last month where they were starting to have like 5-6 hour stretches, but that didn't last too long, and we're back to every 2 to 3 hours doing feeds, which is, yeah, it's tiring. It's a lot. But when we go back to Vancouver, which is soon, we're planning on doing night weaning after a year. I know it's really early, but it's just we need to sleep. We need to be rested during the day in order to take on everything that we have to do, like the amount of cooking and cleaning and you know, chasing kids around. We need to be well rested. And so the fact that we're not well rested and we're super busy, that combination is just hard. Like, I just want like an 8-hour night, you know, like, oh, so badly. When we get back, that's our plan, is after a year, and that was with Safia too. We started night weaning after a year, and it takes 3 nights, and it's really hard, but I know that not sleeping every single night is way harder. So yeah, we're gonna start doing that soon, which I'll talk more about for sure. And yeah, it's just, I feel like they've started eating so much more. Like, now it's like 3 meals a day, and I'm trying to think of like what to make them all the time, and it always feels like they're wanting to eat, and I'm like, this is just the beginning, isn't it? So yeah, cooking a lot, cleaning a lot. We're still doing baby-led weaning with food, so they're eating just on their own, and I don't feel like I'm breastfeeding any less, actually. Someone asked me that the other day, if I'm not breastfeeding as much anymore because they are eating so much food, but I breastfeed a lot still. Every couple hours, or it's just on demand, so whenever they want to eat, they just can go at it and have it whenever they want. And I love breastfeeding during the day. I'll breastfeed during the day for a couple years, honestly. It's just the nighttime that's the hard one. Yeah, they're growing so beautifully, and they are so responsive now. Like, they're really starting to get things. Like, now they're going peekaboo, peekaboo, and blowing kisses and copying things and laughing, and Safi's slowly starting to play with them, which is really fun to watch because, oh man, I can't wait for the day when we're just down at the beach and it's like, you three go and play in the sand. Like, we'll be up here, you know, drinking our pina coladas in lawn chairs, you know. We're a little bit a ways from that still, but they're starting to slowly play together and it's really cool to see. Yeah, they're definitely, you know, into like taking Safi's toys and like trying to ruin them or destroy them, or they'll take her drawings and rip them, and she's like, oh, that's my stuff. And yeah, there's definitely some like sibling rivalries that are going on, which I'm totally not used to because I'm an only child. So I'm like, why don't you just get along all the time? I don't get it. But apparently, like, if you have more than one kid, that this is just totally normal. So just gonna believe that and probably witness a lot of it, I'm realizing. You know, Matisse and I we do conscious parenting, or gentle parenting, I would call it, but it's very, very hard because it's like, there's that instinct to want to yell to make them stop from doing the thing that you don't want them to do. But by yelling at them, like say Safi is yelling and she's like, bah, bah, and I'm like, stop yelling, that I'm doing the same thing back to her that I don't want her to do. And it's kind of teaching the exact behavior that we don't want them to have. So it's just, yeah, a lot of communicating with her emotional needs and her understanding of them being busier. Like, I think she loves it, but then she's also like, oh my God, they're like in all my stuff and now they're everywhere. And yeah, it's really changing and evolving. They're not like little babies as much anymore when they used to just like do nothing and lay, you know, in our arms. Now they're like really getting all up in in her territory and everything. So yeah, I'm thinking about their first birthday coming up and what are we gonna do and what's it gonna be like, and it's just wild. Like, I feel like this year has gone by. It's a lot of it. The first 6 months were a real blur, real blur. I'm surprised, like, we've just been able to do as well as we have, honestly. And I really think it's because we just always have so much support and help around us from family, and yeah, we've had, you know, a nanny here while we've been here to help us out just a couple days a week, and it's amazing. Like, she can give them one-on-one specific time so that we can do things like clean or be there for Safi, or, you know, do all the things that we need to do, all the running list of to-dos that are all the time, constant. So it's been super helpful. And, you know, just being able to ask for that help and know that we need that help. Like, I'm not trying to be a hero here at the end of the day. I'm like, I need it to be a supportive community raising our kids. This isn't just boiled down to like, oh, it's just got to be me or Matisse. This is, you know, it takes a village. So going back home will be good in a lot of ways at this stage because we have, you know, gates and the little clip things that you can put on your cupboards and all those sorts of things that we don't have here. So we're a little bit more child-proofed in back home. Here they're like trying to walk out the front door basically and into the front yard by themselves, like if we look away for 2 seconds. So it's like constantly keeping our eyes on them right now, and it's a lot. I know one day we're just gonna look back on this and be like, I can't believe we did that. That was so crazy, because it's just the busiest time ever. And yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, it's just amazing. It's so cool. Twins are the best. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and like and share this video. Ciao for now.